Mount Horeb is the troll capital of the world. About 10,000 people live in Mount Horeb. It is a one-stoplight town. None of us could have imagined what happened in our community.
My daughter was going to transition from being a boy to a girl in first grade. And one of the plans that we had set up with the school psychologist at the time was to read the book I Am Jazz to her class and to the other kids on the same floor as her in school. It's written from the perspective of a child just like our daughter, and in very simple terms explains what exactly is going on.
I first heard about the reading from our neighbors across the street. My friend Erin said, hey, look at this letter that we received from our kids' class. It's that this book called I Am Jazz is going to be read.
In the letter, they said, if you would like your child to opt out of this lesson, please just let us know. Obviously, it backfired. A parent in the Mount Horeb School District that received that letter had contacted this group.
The Liberty Council sent this letter threatening to sue teachers in the school district, and the school district ended up canceling the reading. I didn't know the family, I didn't know this kiddo, but that didn't matter. We had to do something. I mean, there just wasn't a question. The only idea that really came to me was that we just needed to read the book anyway. So I went to the Mount Horeb Public Library and I reserved a small conference room. I did expect probably 20, 25 people at the very most to show up. They had 80 chairs, I think, initially set up for people, and I thought, oh, this will be too many.
When I started getting close to the library, I started noticing the streets were full of cars. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, how many people are really here?
People just kept streaming in and finding spots on the ground in between stacks of books, packed 10 deep.
And I walked in the door and I was dumbfounded because the whole library was packed. I couldn't even believe how many people were there.
Nearly 600 people showed up at the library that night.
I'd never seen close to that many people in the library before. It was just amazing.
And I never imagined that was what was going to happen.
I just remember feeling very overwhelmed that Mount Horeb was coming together in this way to support our family, especially when they didn't even know who we were. Nobody knew who this family was.
There were no protesters. There was not a single person there speaking out in a negative way.
No trolls?
No trolls!
Their attempt to stop this discussion about transgender children and transgender youth really backfired on them because it spearheaded a campaign for inclusivity on kids like this.
Any of us can take action. You really can just reserve a room in a library and read a book and have an impact bigger than you ever imagined.